Madden, 258.
He's done right here. Down to the right, down to the right. Four there. Check.
Rodgers now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Canada, 319.
59, right to 59. Target.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards, first down Packers. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got cover up.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
Canada, 319.
59. What's the run? They're running it.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Get away with it. Hey, check 24.
Over.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 22 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Okay, what a way to open a season. The first drive of the first game results in a touchdown. Could not have drawn it up any better.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And an alley to run. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fix and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. Now he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pace.
And it moves quickly on him. A lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We taking wins home. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
They go play action with Trubisky. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. That's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson. 49 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. The connection made, it's Graham. Rodgers to his tight end, Graham, on a big one. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like...
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Watch that end, right.
Now it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Do it.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Now it's Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
64, weak.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, this, of course, the 100th season of NFL football, and 17 matchups with historical significance have been picked throughout the season. And this is the first of them, Bears and Packers, the NFL's oldest rivalry dating way back to 1920. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return will cost him about a dozen yards or so, but his guys do indeed get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Rodgers to throw again. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On the counter, here's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. I guess that was a little better. He got back to the line of scrimmage there after the loss on first down, but now you're still dealing with a 3rd and long.
So let's put on our offense coordinator hat. They've been very aggressive against the run the last 2 plays. I'm thinking screen right here. Let him come get the quarterback and dump it off, and there could be some room to roam.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw, and he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. Of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Looking deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 35. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Rodgers throwing again. And now he'll tuck it and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimous St. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So we have hit halftime of the 2019 opener from Chicago. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Hey, I'm coming.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. Throwing on second down, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Hey, watch the slant.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
On second down, it's Cohen. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears get a bit closer. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A dump underneath to Jones. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 30.
I'd have to say that's a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only give up a first down and not a touchdown.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Williams. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Trubisky. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Trubisky to throw, and it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Clinton-Dix, of course, a former Green Bay Packer, there on the stop.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Jones has it. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Now Trubisky on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Trubisky, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing here, Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bears cut into that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. To do, but here comes. And this one on the onside kick try. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Packers on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Geronimo Allison, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, 180. Let's go, let's go.
On 1st down, Trubisky, and that'll be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Kyler Fackrell, the linebacker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Again, it's Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This might be a free play here for Trubisky. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now Trubisky, and he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. He can run for it, and he will. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Stop here, D. 2 times.
And they take a knee.
Trubisky on the keeper.
This would be one heck of a record if he makes this. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete.
Intended for Trey Burton. Incomplete.
And now this is either a fake or their coach is delusional or both here. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And what is going on here? I've got 3rd downs. And we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And he will not get the first, but since they bizarrely went for it on 3rd down, it'll now set up a 4th down situation. Well, that was certainly an interesting time to try a fake punt. The good news, they will retain possession here, but now they face a 4th down. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Green Bay, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat.